So if you look at the overall experience, and then think about the fact that there's even a lot more features than what you've got here. So there's robust debugging, ways to easily combine steps together, data context to manipulate data behind the scenes, a lot of extensibility, and a lot of documentation to support all of that. You've got a pretty robust experience and a pretty easy development environment to work in. The easiest way is to get started today. Go to specflow.org, go to specfind.net, or you can pay the easy amount of $125 a seat and start using it. Oh, wait, that's right. Both of them are open source, so start using, start contributing, and take a look.
I've been thinking a lot about code coverage, and I'd like to share with you some conflicting thoughts I've been having on the issue by letting you hear what I'm thinking. Is everyone ready? Here we go. Hey Rob, last week our boss Steve says he needs us to hit 100% code coverage on this legacy product ordering system by the end of the year. I just ran the code coverage tool against the code base, and right now it only has 5% coverage. We need 100% or we're not going to see an annual bonus. How are we going to do it?
Rob, you're such an amateur. That's easy. I've been working a little something that taps into the cyclomatic complexity algorithms of Visual Studio to determine every possible path through the system, and then it writes one super test to cover it all.
Swagger is another excellent tool that's typically used with REST APIs. One of the beauties of this tool is that you can look at the documentation, and right inside the documentation is a form that is built that allows you to execute the API, which is very powerful as you're looking through it. In conclusion, documentation becomes stale. Generate at the last possible moment so that you can focus on the working software. I talked a bit about tools, but please don't forget that individuals and actions are valued over processes.
I'm here today to talk about creating value with your data model. And to many of you that may already sound crazy. We're trying to provide value to our customers, and rarely do we ever actually share our data model with those customers. They're more interested in the data that we're storing than how it's actually stored. So what are we going to do with this? Like, why are we maintaining this crazy structure? We already have developers who don't like working with our own data model. They have to deal with pain points of integration, understanding the model. When they go to add new relational features, they may have to go and extend this thing out, provide many joins across many tables, and all that takes time, effort, money, a lot of money. I mean, you get a DBA involved, that's going to cost a lot.
So I have all this, and I need to deploy a release. Well, here's my magic one click. I basically said, I'm going to deploy to this environment. I pick my environment. I have some options if I need them, but most of the time I don't. And the green button on the bottom is your one-click deploy. Done. But I still have a couple more slides.
The Giza Pyramid is the epitome of longevity, of structure, of integrity. Why? It's a pyramid, for one. Has a low center of gravity, right? Also, as I'm building it, if I'm building it in layers, I'm building from the bottom up. If I only have this much, and I'm going to add this, then I am building on something that is more substantial than the layer I'm about to build. Mike Cohn has another type of pyramid. He introduced it in 2009. He called it the test automation pyramid. And he used it to describe how the ratio of test types that you want to use in order to get maximum ROI out of your test automation efforts. 4,500 years. That's the Egyptians set a high bar. Think about what we can do in terms of applications that have longevity and integrity.